every Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday at 6 p.m.
Please, Daddy, stop hitting Mommy. Please. Please.
But what did I do to you, Nate? You come home every night after work and hit me. What did I do to deserve all this?
Calm down there and go make me something to eat. How many blows I'd even given you before you started blubbering? You don't hear what I'm telling you. I'll get the stick for you again right away. Get up quickly.
I've calmed down already. What would you like to eat, please?
I want you to make me mashed yam with seed sauce. In the sauce I want kpama, smoked fish with bush meat. Please don't put too much water in the sauce, it has to be thick. I'm going to play Ludo in the neighborhood. Finish up before I get home.
You still haven't given me the money for the kitchen.
And where's the one I gave you a week ago?
It's already over, darling. You only gave me $25. That wasn't even enough to cover the week. I had to double it to cover our needs.
Just do what I asked you to.
How do you expect me to manage? You borrowed all my trading money and now I have nothing left in my account. What do you want me to do now?
Stop asking me stupid questions. Go and ask other women how they take good care of their homes.
I'm sorry, but if you go out without leaving any money, you won't even get the yam peelings.
What did you just say?
If you want to eat a sauce with all the animals inside, you're going to have to finance it.
You're saying this to me. Apparently, the stick wasn't long enough. You need a little more.
Don't touch my mom again. Or I'll call the police on you. What kind of man you are? If all men are like you, I'd rather never get married.
My daughter, your father broke my head again and I don't know if I'll survive this time.
Don't leave me alone, Mom.
No matter what happens. I'd like to tell you never to let a man hurt you like I did. Be strong and hardworking so that you can become a great lady who commands the respect of men. Never be a moth.
Wake up, Mom. I'll never forgive you, Dad. And I'll never let a man take authority over me. I would never, ever like to live under a man's roof. I'll always fight men right down to my white hair. They'll be like toys for me to play with as I please.
I am the spirit of Jezebel. From now on, this girl will be under my power. She has made her body and heart available to me. I will use her to drain many women into the fall to destroy many marriages. I'll make sure she's a role model for women, and that they become very influential in the world.
From then on, the little girl was possessed by this evil spirit. Her father was arrested a few days after her mother's death and charged with murder. Little Sarah was then taken in by her Aunt Lucy, who raised her until the age of 20, when she passed away. A few years later, Sarah had made her mark in the business world and had become an imposing woman. She built a community on social networks, motivating women to be independent and rebel against their husbands.
I told you you had to film me for my live show at 3 p.m. and you're coming at 4 p.m.?
I'm sorry, Madam Sarah. It was my bike that broke down on the way.
Sorry, I don't want to hear any more. You're fired.
Oh.
Get out of here before my bodyguards throw you out. Lucian. What are you waiting for? Come and do my makeup. Can't you see I'm sweating, or do you want to get fired too? And you, Nestor, are you taking over? I've just fired your cameraman colleague. Make sure the video's perfect. If not, I'll fire you too.
All right, ma'am.
My loves, you were already online. I'm sorry, I was giving the instructions. You see yourself live. How hard I am on men, right? I just sacked 2 of them just like that. These men are not to be pitied. They're animals. Tap the screen's microvirus of TikTok, Facebook and YouTube. Share the live. Coach of Coaches is here to train you. I'm here to make you strong, independent women who aren't afraid to take on men. Today's theme is how to boost your masculine energy so that you can be Amazons. I hope you understood my masterclass last week on how to generate a lot of income in order to be sufficiently independent. Without this financial independence, it will be difficult for you to take the next step. I hope you've all launched your businesses. Perfect. Let's take it to the next level. Who's this Yugos I see in the live shot? Take him down quickly. He doesn't know that men aren't entitled to my lives. In fact, I'm going to block him.
My morning today is busier than usual. I have tons of files to deal with. Oh? I forgot about that. I even have a meeting with the Independent Women's Club today. Good thing I set an alarm. So I'm going to hurry up and finish what I have to do so as not to be late for my meeting. It's going to get hot today. We'll have a lot to talk about. Who calls me on my private number? In fact, I'm not even going to take it. I don't have that kind of time.
Where is this girl? She doesn't even go so far as to tell me that she's cancelled our program without even mentioning it to me. I write her and she doesn't answer. I call her too, she doesn't pick up. We had planned to go to the market at 3 p.m. But so far she hasn't shown up. Nor has she called to let me know if she can't make it. Really? I don't understand this girl.
Happy arrival, Julie.
Thank you, my friend.
But why are you late?
I'm not telling you, my girlfriend. I've been so busy at work lately.
Oh. Do you work on Saturdays too?
Yeah, right. How I'm gonna do it? That's the price you pay for being a woman entrepreneur.
I see. Much courage to you then. Let's not waste time, my dear. Coach has been waiting for us.
All right, let's go.
Mike Vyers. Come and sit down. I have a lot to tell you today.
Here we are, Coach.
We are always available to listen to your coach.
We're listening, Coach. We have a lot to learn from you.
Okay, Mike Vyers. I'm very happy to see you all together tonight. Before we get started, I'd just like to let you know that I'm offering you a free dinner this evening. The catering service has already taken care of everything.
You are adorable, my coach. I had planned to take us to a restaurant after our meeting, but with what you've just said, that's no longer necessary.
I too wanted to launch a food order for us. But I'll let it go. Thank you very much, Coach, for your gesture.
Please, Mike Vyers. You yourself know that money is no object to me. It costs me nothing to offer you this little buffet meal. I can do even better, and you know it yourself. Don't worry about a thing. I'm even negotiating a week's visit to Dubai for us.
In Dubai?
What are you afraid of? If it's because of money, I know that all of us here are independent women. We can handle anything. Even if you want, I can pay for your round-trip plane ticket, and even take care of all your expenses there.
Money can never be an issue for me, Coach. I just wanted to say that it's not easy for my husband to accept my permission when the time comes.
What are you trying to tell me, Rossini? Don't tell me you're asking your husband's permission to travel. What's this?
I'm wondering the same thing too. Are you his child so that he has to give you permission to travel? Will he pay for your plane ticket and expenses?
No. I usually take care of everything myself.
And why do you think you should always ask his permission before indulging yourself?
That's what society teaches us to do. I'm under his roof, so I'm under his authority.
What are you talking about, Rossini? Are these the teachings that I, Sarah, passed on to you? You're not his child, so he can impose his laws on you. I told you to be truly financially independent, and never to depend on any man again. It's certain that he's investing in you somewhere, or that you depend on him in some area of your life. That's why he's so controlling over you.
You're probably right, Coach. I get it. I can see why he reacts the way he does. For my marriage proposal, he offered me a plot of land on which I am currently building.
This is what I was saying. Listen to all of you here. The moment you depend on a man, even just a little, it's like giving him the opportunity to be authoritative over you. That's why we have to fight day and night, to get everything we need, so that no man will come and bother us.
But it's not as if I depended on him to build my building. I didn't necessarily need the land he'd given me. I could buy a bigger, more expensive one. If I had bought it for him, it was because it was a gift from him.
You've got to give him back his land.
Exactly. That's what I was going to advise you to.
What's the matter with you, me? Every time I say one you say two. Are you trying to steal my thunder? I'm the only coach here. Since you reached 50k subscribers on social networks, it's over. We've got no mouths to speak of.
We know you're the one with over 5 million subscribers. Easy, I was just talking to support you.
I don't need your support when I speak. All you have to do is listen to me.
I got it, Coach.
Yes, I'm the coach. I'm not into childish things. I'm not the photocopy, I'm the original. I'm the coach of coaches. The most influential woman on social networks. The coach speaks, and all men become submissive like sheep. The fate of mankind is in my hands. I didn't steal my charisma. It's God-given. He himself put me on the throne. Applaud your coach. Yes, it's me. So my caviar Rossini. I was telling you that you have to return this land to your husband, or else assess the cost of the land and give him his money back.
Okay.
Who calls you that is caviar Julie?
He's my fiancé.
What does he want with you? Doesn't he know you're in a meeting?
He knows. I don't know why he bothers me so much. He wants us to go to the market, but I don't have that kind of time.
You have to pick it up, we'll see.
Yes, hello.
Hello. Where the hell have you been? Did you forget we had an appointment today? What kind of behavior is that? I had called you more than 10 times, and now you pick up the phone. What's the matter with you?
Why are you yelling at me like that? Even if you have something against me, is that a good way to talk to me? I'm not your child.
Oh. Julie hangs up on me?
Let this be the last time he speaks to me in that tone. Which is why I wouldn't like to take his call.
Who does he think he is? He's lucky. If I was his fiancé, he'd see. What's with that tone of voice he uses when he talks to you? It's a good thing you hung up, by the way. If he talks like that at the beginning of a relationship, what will it be like after you're married?
I wonder too. He wants to control everything in my life. I'm not officially under his roof yet, but he wants to know where I'm and what I'm doing at all times.
Is he your bodyguard? What's this?
We have to get this man under control before the wedding. Otherwise he'll become worse than my husband.
Exactly, Rossini. You're right, my caviar. Isn't it me?
I don't want you to insult me anymore. You're the coach with the most subscribers here. Say what you want. Don't ask my opinion.
Happy arrival, Mom.
What's the face you're making?
Dad refused to let me take the car out today. He also took away my bank card.
What? Why did he react like that? Calm down. Calm down. He'll have to deal with me tonight. I'm the one who counted my money to buy you this car. He has no right to take it away from you without talking to me.
Happy arrival, darling. I didn't know you were coming home so soon.
You're keeping an eye on me now. Do I need your permission before entering my house?
I didn't say anything wrong, darling. I just thought you might be a little late again. Since it's deep into the night, or the next day, and you're often home on Saturdays.
Is that your problem?
But why are you always so defensive? You're always very aggressive in the way you talk to me.
That's how I am. Take it or leave it. This is my home.
Okay.
Why did you refuse to let my daughter take her car? Was it your money that bought this car?
At least ask me what your daughter did before I banned her from the car.
What's the one thing she'll do that'll stop her from driving out in her own car?
You have to listen to me, darling.
I don't want to wait for anything. Let this be the last time you make decisions without talking to me. It's because of my children that I work day and night, so that they don't lack anything.
You're doing a terrible job of educating our children.
If you don't like the way I manage my children, you can leave. This is my home and my children's.
My God.
Give me the key to my daughter's car.
Okay. I'll go get it.
Be quick.
What did I get myself into? My wife speaks badly to me every day. She keeps reminding me every time we have a little argument that she owns the house. I no longer have the right to scold or educate my own children. And all this just because she earns more money than I do. I'm really fed up with this situation. I can't accept that my authority is flouted every day. I'm just the man of the house.
Hello, Mom.
Where do you come from?
I've just come from work, Mom.
And after work, where were you?
What kind of question is that, Mom? Am I not an adult enough to decide what to do with my time?
Your man was complaining to me today.
What did he say to you?
Apparently you don't respect him at all, according to him.
I don't respect him. Is he my dad? Who does he think he is? He dares to come and tell you that I don't respect him? I'm not his daughter or his pet, so he thinks he has authority over me.
What kind of proud words come out of your mouth? You do a program with the guy and then ignore him. He calls you more than 10 times without answering, and when you finally take his call, you hang up on him before you've even finished talking.
What he was talking about. He calls me to scold me on the phone in front of my club members. Is that what he calls a discussion? He has to learn to talk to me if he really wants us to move forward in our relationship.
He's got to learn to talk to you when you're still doing your nonsense, doesn't he? Don't you know that you owe him respect and obedience as your future husband? If you don't learn to do this now, do you think you'll be able to once you're under his roof? Did your mother raise you like this? Did you ever see me stand up to your father? You've got to pull yourself together. Let this be the last time this poor man ever complains about you in this house.
Good evening, Rossine, my love.
Good evening. I hope your day has been.
Yes. That was a good one. And yours? Were you able to sort out your problem with your supplier, and manage your bank?
Yes, it's good.
I thought you were in the kitchen when I came in. I didn't know you were already in the bedroom.
I'd like a quick rest today.
Okay, I see. Bruh. My wife hasn't prepared anything today or what? This is not possible.
Oh. Can't you close the door gently? Look how you just woke me up.
Sorry. Apparently you didn't cook today either.
I'm tired, I don't have the time.
You haven't cooked in your beloved house for over a week now. Are you still tired after a week?
I say I'm tired. What's hard to understand in what I've just told you?
But usually when you're not cooking, you at least buy some fast food to eat or inform me so I can buy food for the house. Why didn't you do the same today?
I didn't have any time. I had a lot to do in the day.
So all day you haven't been able to find a minute to write or call me to let me know you're unavailable.
Where does it say I should always call you? Do you call me?
I'm not asking you to check up on me. I know you don't usually do that. I'm just asking you to let me know when you know you won't be able to cook, and when you know you won't be able to provide something else to eat.
You have to bring what you want to eat every night. Because I no longer have time to cook for a man.
What do you mean by that, darling?
I say I no longer have the time to waste on cooking. That's what I said.
Are you sure you're okay? Or should we go to the hospital?
Do I look like a sick person?
How a normal woman can open her mouth to tell her husband that she doesn't want to cook for him anymore. Does that sound good in your ears? You refuse to wash my dirty clothes, even the housework you do with difficulty, and now you refuse again to prepare.
Am I your cleaning lady? Ah. Listen to me, Omar. I work just like you. I get up in the morning to go to work like you, and we all go home together in the evening. I'm as tired as you are, but I'm always the one who comes home to cook again.
Who was going to do it for you? I don't mind you being a working woman. All I ask is that you get organized. When you know you've got a husband at home, you know how to arrange to cook for him. It's your duty to cook for me.
My duty, you say? Why shouldn't it be yours? What kind of work do you do in this house?
Did I fail to deposit your lunch money once? Have I ever failed you as a husband?
What do you do?
So you think I don't do anything? I paid the rent, the electricity, the food, the life insurance, the fuel for the cars. I transfer money to you every month for breakfast, and I save for our future children. You dare tell me I'm doing nothing?
Wait. We need to clear the air. First of all, I never asked you to pay rent or electricity. That's your problem.
So you were going to sleep at the market?
I had my own villa where I lived alone. You yourself had come to beg me to join you. That's why I freed my house. So don't tell me I'm the reason you're paying rent. As for the carburation, you were the one who refused to let me pay for my own car. You forced me to use your second car. So there again, it's your problem. As for the food, it's for you, your belly. It was for you that I prepared.
Wow.
As for the rest, I haven't asked you for anything either. You're the one who wants to play supplier. Otherwise I don't need it. I have my job too, so I don't need you or your money before I do anything in my life.
Good for you. You've really evolved.
By the way, estimate the cost of the land you offered me when you proposed, so I can return your money. I wouldn't like you to come and insult me tomorrow over a plot of land.
Why do you want to do this? I hope you're joking.
Who's joking? I don't want anything more from you. It's because you invest crumbs in me that you become bossy over me.
Between you and me, who's more authoritative on his second?
In any case, I'm done talking.
My flight is taking longer than expected. I thought I'd be able to get there quickly to do my shopping before nightfall, but then it would be complicated for me. It's already midnight and we're only halfway there. I've got to get some rest before my conference tomorrow. In any case, this is the last time I'm taking this company again. They're just not serious.
Is it Madam Sarah?
Yes, it's me.
Alright. I hope you had a good trip.
Not really. It's the worst trip of my life.
I'm very sorry, ma'am. We will make sure you have a pleasant stay here with us to forget the disappointments of the trip.
Are you sure you know what you're saying? I'm very demanding.
Don't worry, ma'am. We'll get you all set up.
Okay if you say so.
This is your room, ma'am. If you need anything, don't hesitate to let us know.
I like the room. I didn't know you had such good taste.
I'm glad you like it. Well, I'll leave you to it, ma'am.
Okay, are you far from here?
Not really, no. I'm just a few miles away.
Okay, can I have your personal number? I prefer to call you directly for my needs, rather than going through other intermediaries.
Please, ma'am. We are not allowed to give our private numbers to the customer according to our regulations. Just call the company number if you need to. It'll see that someone is there to take care of you when I'm not around. Besides, it's not always me who's at your service.
Why won't you give me your number? Do you even know who I am?
I'm sorry, ma'am. That's the way our rules are.
So if you give me your number now, they'll know?
It's possible, and it could get me into a lot of trouble.
This is not normal.
I'm sorry.
This young man is really handsome. He's got everything I like in a man. How am I going to get him now? He's too professional, which makes my job more complicated than usual. One thing's for sure, I'll have it in my bed before the end of my stay. With my coaching influence and with my money, I can have any man I want in my bed. I'm irresistible.
Rossine passes me without even saying hello? But where does she go so early in the morning without even telling me? Rossine? Rossine? Isn't that you I'm calling?
What is it?
Where are you going to dress like that?
I go out.
And where are you going?
What kind of question is that? I say I'm going out.
I'm your husband, sitting in the living room, and you pass me without even saying hello or telling me where you're going.
Do I have to tell you where I'm going?
Of course I do. You're under my authority here, and I have a right to know where you're going. I don't want you to, but if anything happens to you out there, I'll be responsible.
Disengage yourself very quickly. Because I'm not your responsibility. I'm an independent woman.
In any case, I would have warned you. I'll go to your parents and tell them about your behavior. So she's really leaving without telling me where she is going? What's happening to this girl?
Happy arrival, my little brother.
Thank you, big sister. Why did you prefer to meet here when I could just come home to you?
What we talk about can't be said at home.
Are you hiding things from your husband now?
Excuse me, do you want to hear me or do you want to play judge?
Okay, talk to me, big sister.
I'd like you to help me find an apartment in 3 days.
Oh? Why this pressure? Do you have guests or what?
It's for myself.
What? I didn't hear that.
As far as I know, you're not deaf. Ma'am, please. If you have any Q-tips, bring them to my little brother. He needs to clean his ears.
So what your husband told me about you was true?
Are you going to help me do what I ask or not?
No, I won't. Isn't it your club of Malgupan women, who call themselves independent, who put such things into your head?
Who are your Malgupan wives?
Stop following that Jezebel you call a coach. She's influencing you negatively. You'll end up a vagabond like her.
Don't you dare talk to me like that. Have a nice evening.
Good evening.
Where are you going with your suitcases?
I'm leaving. I won't stand for my authority and dignity to be trampled on every day in this house. I'm fed up.
And where do you think you're going? You want to go back to your poverty and your hut over there?
Yes, I prefer it. At least then no one will remind me that she's the owner. I'll be at peace with myself.
And you're leaving your children behind?
You said that I'm useless and that I'm surplus to requirements, right? I'll leave you with your children. The day you think I'm important, come and get me in my case.
You can go. You think I'm going to beg you to stay? Bye.
Thanks.
That's the 6th man who's abandoned me. I alone had 6 children with 6 different fathers. What's going on? I'm not as lucky as men, apparently.
Mommy. Mommy. Has my new dad left yet? This time it's very quick.
Let him go. I don't need a man before I can take care of myself and my children.
Julie. Will you give up your whims and marry me?
Yes, Dimitri, I accept you as my husband. You're going to explain what you just said to me after the ceremony.
At last my daughter got married.
You were stubborn about getting married. Just so you know, you've just tied the knot.
It's just to please my mother, eh?
I got divorced yesterday with Omar.
What? But you were pregnant with his child and you said,
I don't need him to raise my child. Besides, he doesn't even know I'm pregnant.
I can see. I didn't like the way you spoke to me earlier.
What did I say wrong? Don't forget we're at our wedding reception. There are guests watching us.
How can you tell me to drop my whims in front of all these people? So I didn't like the way you said yes. It was too dry.
Bruh. What's going on with you? These are exactly the whims I was talking about. We haven't even had a wedding day and already you're back at it again. Julie.
Don't talk to me like that.
Julie and Dimitri's wedding reception turned into a brawl. The guests were disappointed. Mom and Dimitri's family had lost all hope in this knockdown drag-out wedding.
Hello, Mom.
Hello, what are you doing with your suitcase in hand?
I'm already tired from the wedding. I came to rest a little first.
You're dozing off. You just got married a week ago.
I'm tired. I can't take it anymore.
Get lost. You're not staying in this house, and you're not leaving your home either. If I have to, I'll find some super glue to keep you there. I'm going to rid you of the spirit that's bothering you. You won't shame me a second time after what you did on your wedding day.
Welcome home, my Kaviers. How are you?
I'm fine, Coach. I'm free as a bird now. I go where I want when I want. Single life is too sweet.
I'm very happy for you, Rossini. You are finally delivered.
My husband had left me.
Is that what's making you sad? What was he even good for in your life?
I got married. But I don't let him get to me. I'm the one who wears the pants at home.
Good for you. As for me, my stay was perfect. I had made several acquaintances.
Many of them men.
Of course I do. That's what makes me young. In fact, I've got a new guy coming to my house right away.
He'll probably spend the night here.
Of course he is. But he's a very handsome man. If you see him, I'm sure you'll all be shocked.
Apparently you want to have an affair with him.
Who? I squeeze it and throw it away.
As usual.
He's probably already here. Happy arrival, my sweet.
Thank you, Sarah.
Did you bring someone with you?
No.
So who could it be? Follow me. I'll take you to your room first. Make yourself at home.
The person always insists.
I'll be there in a minute. I'll see who's here. If you want, you can come to the salon. I'm with my girlfriends.
Okay.
Oh? Who are you?
Where is he?
Who you're talking about?
I'm talking about my fiancé Roger.
Oh?
Are you surprised? Free my fiancé.
Speak to me with respect. You know who I am?
Yes. You are the breaker of people's homes. You can't break up my marriage.
Do you hear what I hear?
Apparently she's the boy's fiancé.
That's not a good sign.
This girl must not marry. I oppose this marriage. I want her to break this marriage.
Marie. What are you doing here?
Is this your business meeting place?
Yes, of course. Are you spying on me?
Open your spiritual eyes, Roger. This lady is possessed. She wants to separate us. That's why she's inviting you the day before our wedding. She wants to turn everything upside down.
What are you talking about, lady?
Jesus Christ.
Who are you to have spiritual eyes to see me? I will break your home and destroy yourself.
You have no power over me or my fiancé. spirit of rebellion and seduction. I fight you in the powerful name of Jesus Christ, who gave me authority over you and your followers.
I'll never let you down. You cannot oppose my powers. Obey or die. Who are you to be an exemplary woman, full of value in this world where I rule? It is I who rule women, and I force you to remain under my authority.
I would never be under your authority. I am a child of light. By the authority given to me, I command you to leave this place, and free all the souls you have imprisoned in Jesus' name.
No. No. No, I refuse.
What's happening to me? What's going on here? My God, I've been wearing this. I'm almost naked.
Where is Omar, my husband? But what have I done? Don't tell me I divorced this wonderful man.
I've ruined my own life. I've got to get home soon.
Oh, they all went home. So all these women were possessed.
Yes. They were all possessed. They were off to find their husbands.
Glory be to God. It's a good thing you didn't interrupt your fasting and prayer like I did.
We need to be firmer in prayer to avoid being a target for the devil.
You're so right.
I am very sorry for any inconvenience I may have caused. Please forgive me.
It wasn't your fault you were possessed. Please calm down. We'll take you to our pastor so that he can accompany you in prayer.
Okay.
What are you doing here tonight? Were you kicked out of your apartment?
I'm sorry, Omar. I miss you very much. Please forgive me for my mistakes. I wasn't aware of what I was doing.
My God. You really hurt me with your behavior.
Please forgive me and accept your pregnancy.
Are you pregnant with my baby?
Yes.
I'm very pleased. Come into my arms. There's a party in this house today or something. Everything changes.
Surprise! Happy arrival, my love.
Hi. What's going on? Is it really you or am I dreaming?
It's really me, darling. Please forgive me for all my whims. I love you and I want to spend the rest of my life by your side.
Okay. I love you too, but I'm still surprised.
Let me take your jacket off. I made your favorite dish today.
Thank you very much. I love you.
I love you too, darling.
And so we came to the end of this animation. Sarah was taken to a man of God who prayerfully helped her to totally rebuild from the wounds of the past caused by her father. She finally found a man and got married. As for the other women, they were all delivered and became good wives. The negative effects of malevolent influences in our lives can be overcome by the power of prayer, cultivating the fruits of the Spirit such as patience, humility, self-control, generosity. It's essential to rebuild our shaky foundations. Because of her parents' lifestyle, Sarah had chosen to remain celibate and despise men as toys. She carried with her an unhealed wound that she would carry with her all her life. To add insult to injury, she had managed to develop a belief that men were evil and that women should fight them. She hid behind the notion of independence to promote rebellion against men. Sarah was an ordinary girl, like any other woman. In fact, she was destined to become influential. However, as a result of the after effects and bad teaching that her parents, especially her father, instilled in her, she became a powerful instrument used by this evil spirit to destroy marriages by manipulating women under the pretext that they are independent. The spirit of Jezebel demonstrates an authoritarian behavior that causes the person under its sway to neglect his or her submission to authorities, such as that of his or her spouse, the church, a king or a president. This behavior translates into an inordinate interest in recognition and blessings, as well as a natural propensity for lying and appropriating titles. We see this very clearly in today's world, where everyone proclaims to be a coach on social networks without any prior knowledge in the field. Some do it competently, but many are merely instruments of evil, leading men and women into debauchery. This problem manifests itself in families through rivalries, conflicts and separations. It is so subtle that it is advisable to devote time to prayer of renunciation and deliverance before marriage. This spirit aims to tarnish the image of the Church and of God, seeking to sow infidelity and brokenness among Christians to scandalize new converts and comfort those who persist in sin. My dear brothers and sisters in Christ, it is written, "As the Church is subject to Christ, so must wives be to their husbands in all things." Husbands, love your wives, just as Christ loved the Church, and gave himself up for her, that he might sanctify her by the word, having cleansed her by water baptism. My dear sisters in Christ, an independent woman is not an unsubmissive woman, but one who, thanks to her financial, emotional and personal capacities, supports her family in difficult times alongside her spouse. She complements her husband in their joint projects. She can even attribute her own success and glory to her husband, even if he didn't take credit for it. The independent Christian woman is a crown for her husband. It is often said that behind a great man lies a great woman. That's how we should see it. A woman's independence is not synonymous with authority or non-submissiveness. Being independent does not mean being isolated or refusing any form of help or relationship with others. Women need men, and vice versa. May the Lord help us all to heal the wounds of the past, for we all have them. And it affects our judgments. May the Holy Spirit grant us the grace of renewal so that our past, and the wounds inherited from our families, may be healed. Amen. Don't watch this animation without subscribing to our channel if you enjoy our content. In the absence of financial support, we encourage you to support us by subscribing, activating the notification bell and interacting with us in the comments. Let us know your thoughts on the theme of this video and how you approach this notion of independence in your daily life. Thanks, and see you next time. Bye.